Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned.
Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Ready? Use the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
He's not going to get me. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 69 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, hut.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 30.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Go, go. Hey, watch the slam. Watch the slam. Check safety. Check safety. Hey,
now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first and 10, Fields. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second and 4. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
On the ready. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Any weapon.
A quick throw caught by Sharp.
Let's make these babies cry on the blade back.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready, ready. Watch 52. 52's the mic. He don't know no better. Watch the eyes. Keep ready.
Looking to throw. Fields. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Deuce, 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 deuce. Jam, jam, Henry. What? Go.
2nd and 1. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
44's Mike. Check. Yeah. You don't want none. Say. Echo.
Looking to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Turn up. Kill, turn up.
Back to throw. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
SOS. He's coming. Looks up. Double up.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Off play action. Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Check. Hey, switch gears.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. Right, 58, right there. Oh, yeah, punt. Check it out, read. Yeah, yeah.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
Here we go, here we go. Take the Pittsburgh. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Number 10. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Let's go.
First down 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Slam, slam, slam.
Back to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Son, my 18 gator. I'm coming for you. You mine. 57 to mine. 57 to mine. So don't say nothing. Shift.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. Throws right side, and that's complete. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Check. 57 to Mike.
On first down, Fields. That's complete to Shaw.
I got you, boy.
He got 29 yards that time.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Second and 13. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 13 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And that's caught inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Out. You go tight.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And what with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready up. Mike 57. Yep. Watch the twist. Hey, watch it. Explain.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Where up? 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Up. You better bring it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready. 6 yards. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
They'll drop the throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
They're not ready for this.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 2-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Son, you gonna see me in your nightmares.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball. 57's the Mike. Rock 57.
To throw from his end zone. Fields. He's got his man Sharp complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Yeah. Mike, 58 right there. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here.
Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Vikings 10-yard line.
Check 3, trade weapon.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Push him back. Push him back. Go. 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Bust through the tackle. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Packers 48, Vikings 21.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3.
The Vikings take over.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Come on, QB, come on.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get him one closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Key to tight end. Hey.
From the gun, Fields. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So for the Packers, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.